Okay, now students, today we start our chapter number 2, revision session. Today part 1. Today I taking a easy short numericals for 1 mark and 2 mark level. Then after I will start 3 marks and 4 marks level students. Okay. And all questions related IMP questions I taking so you properly write down in your notebook. Okay, now let's start the first one. Chapter number 2, inverse trigonometric related questions I will start. Sine of 3 into sine inverse 1/3 is equal to dash dash dash. Here I will assume first suggestions. Suppose sine inverse 1/3 become theta. So definitely sine theta is a 1/3. In here I will provide my answer 3, but that is the theta. Now sine 3 theta formula, anybody known? 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta, and this sine theta value you respectively put down there. So it is a 1/3. Similarly here 1/3 cube. So your answer is only 1, and here 1/27. Very easy. So 27 minus 4 by 23, which is 23/27. That's your first little answer done. You slowly write down, students. Second, if sine inverse x pi/7 for some x belongs to -1 to 1, then find out cos inverse x. So you know the very well properties for sine inverse x and cos inverse x. Both additions is pi/2. That is your standard theorem. And one value I know that sine inverse x pi/7 you put down here. So pi/7 other as it is, and calculate value of cos inverse x. So cos inverse x will be pi/2 minus pi/7, and take out LCM. So my LCM is finally 14. 7 pi minus 2 pi, and that is simple. 5 pi by 14. That's your very little answer. Now continue in the third. It is a 1 mark question, students. 1 mark. Very small question I take, and that is the exam related questions. Sec square tan inverse 5 plus cos x square cot inverse 8. This is the IMP questions and asking for exam already. You know the formula sec square theta, that is considered theta. So property you know, 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. So that is sec square, this is theta. So I will write down 1 plus tan square, but theta is what I assumption? Tan inverse 5. So my data is a 5. Tan and tan inverse cancel. It is the square. Quantify this 26. Same cover here. This consider you theta, and identity you know, 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cos x square theta, and same value here cos x square, that is the theta. So I will submit here 1 plus cot square, theta is a cot inverse 8, both cutting that internal 8 square, and it is a 64 plus 1 65, and both plus. So 26 plus 65, 6 and 5 11, 1 6 7 8 and 9. That answer is 91. And very easy, but this is a property. Yeah? Here also you will apply your property values. Now continue question number 4th. Are you students? This speed is okay now? Students? Okay beta. Don't worry. Yeah? I very slow going. But if you are troubling, don't worry. You inform me. Now continue 4th. Fourth also already asking in exam. Cos inverse cos 7 pi by 6. First of all, 7 pi by 6 I will dissolve in the least term. So 6 table near 7. So 6 pi plus 1 pi, both separate them. It will be pi plus pi by 6. And pi plus pi by 6, which quadrant is this? Here your pi. Plus means anti-clockwise going, all as TC. It will be covered to third quadrant. And third quadrant wise cost function is a negative. Now cos 30. Cos 30 is a root 3 by 2. And this property also you know. Cos inverse minus x will be pi minus cos inverse x. I only write down pi minus cos inverse root 3 by 2, and it should be pi by 6. So my answer is 5 pi by 6. This is also IMP for examiner, and this also IMP third and fourth. Continue. Question going. 5th one. Evaluate the following in the terms of cos inverse minus 1 by 5 plus sin inverse minus 1 by 5. This property you know very well, which is pi by 2, because we know that cos inverse x plus sin inverse x pi by 2, both angle is same, that is the angle is same internally. So I just putting cos 90, and cos 90 is obviously 0. Moving towards next questions. 6th one. 4th and 6 are parallel. Look at that. Sin inverse sin 7 pi by 6. This question 4th and this 6 are almost same. Only the functions external are changed. So I same explanations. Pi plus pi by 6. It will cover to 7 pi by 6. And where belonging? Pi plus? Yes, which is the third quadrant. According to all STC, we will show the third quadrant sine function is negative. So sine 30 is a half. Now property for sine inverse theorem, sine inverse of minus x will be minus sine inverse x. So here write down minus. Now when half, it is pi by 6, so that's your minus pi by 6 answer. And these are similar questions 4th and 6th, only the external data is changed. Now moving towards next question. Seventh one. Yes, 7th also very interesting sum. Sine of pi by 3 minus sine inverse half. Students, first of all, you calculate your internal data first. This is your internal data. So that I first explain. Yes, sine inverse minus half. This property utilize sine inverse of minus x minus carry outside. So here minus carry outside, sine inverse half. And when half? 30 degree means minus pi by 6. So my data is actually coming pi by 3 and that is minus pi by 6. So in short, pi by 3 plus pi by 6. And that pi by 3 plus pi by 6 both merge 90 degree. And sine 90, students, exactly 1. And that's your very easy solutions. But I start first here these internal values. Now continue. Moving towards next questions. 8. My 8th is yes, 8th also already asking in exam. So tick mark in IMP. 1 mark question. Cos of tan inverse 4 by 3. Now tan when 4 by 3? We don't know. So I just defined by the triangle property. Triangle property you know. This consider theta. Suppose tan inverse 4 by 3 theta. Definitely tan theta 4 by 3. And go to triangle. Theta. Opposite, adjacent, hypo. Tan property known, opposite by adjacent. Hypo is 5. So here cos, that consider I theta. And what is the cos theta according to triangle? Adjacent by hypo. It's known that 3 by 5. Only triangle property related I will show. Therefore that 3 make Pythagoras, that is 5. And easily your answer is done here. Now continue. Next questions. 2 times tan inverse 5 plus 5 by 12. This is also board question. IMP for exam. Students, first of all, these are 2 times. So I split them 1 time plus 1 time. Here tan inverse 5 plus tan inverse 5 and other as it is. Now students, these are our property to check x into y, 5 into 5, which is more than 1. And whenever you more than 1, you will write down your answer pi plus. Again repeat. Whenever you these two values are product more than 1, then always pi plus. And other are same, 5 plus 5, 1 minus 5 into 5. And that is same as. Now after that, I simplify and we get answers in the easy to easy way. So simple, I just arrange 5 plus 5 and that is the value over, it is 10 and 1 minus 25 and that is same. Now 1 minus 25 already you know and further solution is easily clear. I just put down the internal solutions just. So pi plus tan inverse 10 by minus 24 and other as it is. You easily decided your answers. This cancel. So pi plus 5 2s are and here 12 2s are plus tan inverse 5 by 12 as it is. Now students, internal minus, they carry forward outside. So pi minus pi by 12 same as pi by 12. This cancel. Your answer is only and only pi. I again repeat my topic. whenever you here 2 given, so I just write down 2 times. If you 3 given, then 3 times write down. And these are split in 2 times, and these are checking 5 5 more than 1. That's why you write down pi plus. If you not more than 1, you can't write pi plus. Now moving towards next questions. 10th. Yes, 10th also very interesting questions and many time asking in exam. So my question is, if sin inverse x plus sin inverse y, it is 2 pi by 3, then cos inverse x plus cos inverse y is dash dash dash. So here also property I same apply according to my basic property. You know the property, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is a pi by 2. So that's why this sin inverse x I just carry forward for them. So what is the sin inverse x? Actually 90 minus cos inverse x. Similarly for second, sin inverse y plus cos inverse y is pi by 2. So you getting here this sin inverse y now, and that also I apply 90 minus, so sin inverse y, 90 minus cos inverse y, and this all values I just put it here in the way of easily answer coming. Now sin inverse x plus sin inverse y, which is 2 pi by 3, only put it the values respectively 1 by 1 and easily cover the answers. So first of all you apply in place of sin inverse x. This already I defined that 90 minus cos inverse x, same 90 minus cos inverse y, and that should be 2 pi by 3, same 90 and 90 you carry forward one side, 2 pi by 3 carry forward, and cos inverse x cos inverse y, that's your answer. So 90 plus 90, 2 pi by 3 take combine, and right side cos inverse x plus cos inverse y. Now these are the our LCM, 90 and 90 pi minus 2 pi by 3 and other as it is. You easily look at that, that is your question, that's your answer, and here take only LCM. So 3 pi minus 2 pi by 3 cos inverse x cos inverse y, and that I only the total. So cos inverse x cos inverse y, and answer is just pi by 3, and that's your finally answer. 3 pi minus 2 pi is pi, and pi by 3 answers. Now continue moving towards next questions. The 11th. Okay, 11th also same parallel topic, and that also very most IMP. Tick mark in the IMP list. If 4 times sin inverse x cos inverse x is equal to pi, then ask about 2x value. Here also property is same, I just putting down there, and my property is that sin inverse x plus cos inverse x pi by 2. Here I split them, these two are in the 2 different variations, and apply our properties. So I just write down 4 times 3 times plus 1 times plus cos inverse x as it is. Why I putting this 3 time and 1 time? Because that's I know that, which is what, pi by 2. So 3 times sine inverse x, it's the pi by 2. Now over sum, very quickly and easily you will define pi minus pi by 2 and easily define sine inverse x and also define by the x. So 3 times sine inverse x, which is pi minus pi by 2 divided by 3. So sine inverse x, pi by 6. X become sine pi by 6 and sine 30 is half. That's your answer. But main agenda is that 4 times sine inverse x, I will make the splitting 3 times, 1 times. Because the 1 time and this cos inverse x are combined, which is pi by 2. That's why I using this property here 4 and 3 and 1 time I written. Now moving towards next question. Continue 12th one. Twelfth also deeply sum. Sine with tan inverse tan 7 pi by 6 plus cos with cos inverse cos 7 pi by 3 and is equal to only asking the solutions. First of all, I just calculate my internal data. This your internal data, that's one. Tan 7 pi by 6. Always you start from internal. Here this internal. After that I explained that 6 table nearest 7, which is pi plus pi by 6, and pi plus exactly it is the third quadrant, all STC, and third quadrant tan function is definitely positive 10 pi by 6, and tan 30 you know that it is root 3. Yes, tan 30 is a 1 by root 3 by mistakes. Similarly students, you will start this internal cos 7 pi by 6 3. So think about to 3 table nearest 7. 3 table nearest 7. So cos of 2 pi plus pi by 3, correct? 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 1 7, and exactly 2 pi is here. Plus means anti-clockwise. So your degrees again going to in first quadrant, all STC wise, and in first quadrant cos function is definitely positive. Cos pi by 3, cos 60 half, and now this all values I will start in my sum. Now very easy, sine tan inverse, and that I known already 1 by root 3. Similarly cos inverse, and that also known I have. So this I clearly known when tan 1 by root 3 it is the 30 pi by 6, and here when cos is half it is 60. Already I explained here pi by 3. Now sine 30 half, cos 60 half. My answer is just only 1, and that's why this question is easy, but in two deeply solutions. First internal I calculate, here also internal first, and after that you putting down in external part and get the easily answer. Now next question students, 13. That also very easy. Question number 13. Find the value of x if cos with 2 times sine inverse x is 1 by 9, then x is dash dash dash. So here students, you just first focus on that these internal parts, and you just simplify in the terms of this cos. So here I assume theta, suppose sine inverse x theta, definitely x becomes sine theta, and here I just made the terms cos 2 theta, this is theta, is equal to 1 by 9. Now I think you know formula of cos 2 theta in the terms of sine. Yes, that is known, 1 minus 2 sine square theta, and that as it is. So you value put it is the exactly x. So here x square, it means 1 minus 1 by 9, 2x square, and simplify that, 9 minus 1 by 9, 2x square. So it is 8 by 9, 2x square. This cancel 4s, means x square become 4 by 9. So x is plus or minus 2 by 3. According to option, you will decide your answer. My option is printed in your question, 3 by 2, 2 by 3, half and 1. So you will write down, students, your answer is a 2 by 3. According to option, you will apply your options. Okay. Now moving towards next question, 14. That also board questions and already asking in exam. In the 14 month, value for sine 2 times sine inverse of cos A. Yes, this is not an easy sum, students. This is a lightly difficult because there are 2 sine of cos A asking. I just suggest this first. This term related some assumptions, best way. So suppose sine inverse cos A become theta. So definitely this doing right side, cos A becomes sine theta. It is conformly that cos A is a sine theta. So here I just go to my putting value sine 2. This assumption is already, I take that theta. So sine 2, that is theta. Now over, you know the formula, sine 2 theta formula. Already I know that, which is 2 sine theta cos theta. Now my numerical is done. Already I know the sine theta here. Look at that, cos A. So here 2 sine theta is cos A, and cos theta I will write down under root cos square, because I want to in terms of 1 minus sine square, and 1 minus sine square you know that value. So 2 into cos A, here under root 1 minus cos square A. This I submit. Here this I submit. And 1 minus cos square is also I known, which is sine square A. Here your numerical is ending 2 cos A into sine A. And that is your fully formula you know. If I arrange 2 sine A cos A, sine 2A, and that's option printed in your options wise, A, B, C, D wise. Again I repeat, explain this sum. These are the assumption theta, and sine inverse right side moving, then sine theta. Put it here 2, this is theta, and sine 2 theta formula I known, 2 sine theta cos theta. Putting cos A, but these are not putting, so I translate in terms of identity and apply, simplify, and that is the formula 2 sine A cos A, which is sine 2A. And here this question is also 14 done, students. Now moving towards next one, 15. But you tick mark these 14 are the most IMP. I also that type question asking in your here coming exam. Yes, first unit test. Now 15th one. Tan inverse minus 10 13 pi by 8. First of all, 13 pi by 8 I will dissolve into least to least term. Tan inverse minus as it is. Here 8 table nearest 13. Yes, it is pi by 8. I want to 8 ones are 8 plus 5 13. 8 plus 5 13 pi by 8. Now pi plus which quadrant? Definitely pi is here. Plus means that going to third quadrant. Pi plus 5 pi by 8. And always TC wise you apply your answers. So your value is tan inverse. Here tan 5 pi by 8 minus take outside because there is the property. Our property is that tan inverse of minus x is minus tan inverse x, and that's why this numerical is done here. This to cancel in the lies for the range, and therefore your answer is a 5 pi by 8. Now continue 16th one. I think our splitting is wrong there. 5 pi by 8 also they're not matching your options. Option is the answer 3 pi by 8. So does these are the my splitting is wrong. I will find out to nearest 8 ones 8. I want to 13. No, I think you taking 2 pi. 2 pi is best. 8 to the 16. 16 minus 3. Yes, there is the lies on the triangle. Either here you apply the dissolutions. So these are wrong. Don't worry students. I again explain that day. Further solutions. 2 pi is that, and minus going to your clockwise entry. 2 pi minus 3 pi by 8. Previous solution also true, but you again calculate then the define answer. Otherwise the fourth quadrant tan function is negative. It's a direct coming. Don't worry students. I both method again explain you. It is tan inverse tan 3 pi by 8, and this answer is true. And if you further numerical, if you this way explain, just I previously explained about that 13 pi by 8, that also true. Look at that, minus of 10 pi plus 5 pi by 8, that I explained 8 pi plus 5 pi 13 pi by 8. So this solution also correct, tan 5 pi by 8. Minus take outside, tan inverse tan 5 pi by 8, but that is a further dissolution is exist in terms of that. Yes, so your answer is that much also true. Tan 8 in the terms of the 5 pi. Yes, pi minus 3 pi by 8. 8 ones are 8 minus 3, it is pi, and pi minus which quadrant? Second quadrant, all as TC. So second quadrant tan function is a negative. So this is a lengthy solution, but answer is correct. Minus minus cut down, tan inverse tan 3 pi by 8. Students, are you going that any one method? This also true, that also true, but this is a easy because you taking maximum dissolution. Here one time dissolve, again dissolve, both answer are same coming. Next, continue. Next question 16. So as you like, any one method you apply, it is the correct. Now 16 also same parallel topic to dissolution. Sine inverse sine 32 pi by 7. Here students, you dissolve maximum multiplications, then they create the smallest solutions, otherwise the longest. Here maximum 7 table nearest 32. So 7 nearest 32 means 35. 7 5s are. So I will take phi sine 5 pi by 7 and just rebalance. 7 5s are 35 and I want to 32, so minus 3. Again 7 5s are 35 minus 3 and it's 32. So big solution is over here. You just write down 5 pi is that and minus the second quadrant 5 pi minus 3 pi by 7, and that is according to all STC. You going in the second quadrant. Second quadrant sine function is a must be positive. So your answer sine inverse sine 3 pi by 7, and that's over. That's your little to little answer, because the range is belong the sine inverse minus 90 to 90. You calculate 3 into 180 by 7. Sure, they belong to its range minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now moving towards next question 17. Also same as I going that. Continue. Cos of pi by 6 plus cos of minus half. Yes, very easy. First dissolve our internal data, then after external data. This internal formula you know, students. Cos inverse of minus half will be pi minus cos inverse half. Now cos when the half, it is 60 degree. So 2 pi by 3, and that value I will attach here pi by 6 plus 2 pi by 3. This value I just submitted and take out the LCM. My LCM is maximum 6. So here pi by 2 multiply 2 and 2 4 pi will be 5 pi by 6, and that also cover pi minus pi by 6, and again you draw pi minus means this one, and quadrant is second, and second quadrant you have to all as TC wise. Second quadrant cos function is negative, and negative cos pi by 6 will be cos 30, yes, root 3 by 2. And that's your students finally answer here 17 done. Now students, up to date today 17 question. I stop this today class, and further explanations to 18 related next day I explain you. Okay students, bye.